We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
And we are hanging out with Barnes. Oh, Barnesy, nomming away on some lettuce. DGI Joe and BattleBot Pig. For this show off, something just a little bit different. Technically, once again, we don't have a pig for this anymore since we lost our superhero pig. But we got something from Jada, and this is the first purchase we've been able to make in a very long time. And actually, this one came at a little bit of a hard sell for me because of how bad things have been financially, and this actually set me back quite a bit this month. But we got Blanka from the Jada Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers set. This one looks really cool. There you go with the whole entire box. Let's take a look at him in the box. He comes with quite a bit, man. This one looks pretty sharp. I can't wait to get this one out. I've heard nothing but good things about this one. So, Barnes, you ready to take over? Barnes is going to be taking over, and Barnes is going to be talking about this figure. Here we go, y'all.
As long as you're here, Mama, I don't mind living in town.
So as we start this review, let's take another look at that box. Now, Blanka is a $30 figure where Ryu is a $25 figure. And look at the size difference in the box. Let alone the figures. Just the size difference in the box alone. You could put it right in front of you and you're still going to see that Blanka one. I mean, I think Jada is just killing it as far as being affordable for the collector. They're really watching out for all of us by keeping these things moderately priced, where a lot of other companies would absolutely be raping and pillaging us for a figure this much larger. Way to go, Jada. And here we go with Blanka right out of the box in a standard stationary pose. Not bad looking at all. You can see some of the detail, which we will be getting into that as we get through this review. But let's go ahead and bring in Ken and stand Ken next to him. So Ken is in that $25 range, and you can see how much bigger the Blanka figure is than him. And remember, there's only a $5 price difference. Hasbro, NECA, and some of the other ones would be charging $10 to $15 more for that kind of size discrepancy in their figures. And here we go with Blanka and Ken ready to square off, putting up their dukes, looking very nice. And Blanka does have some incredible balance in this figure. And here we go with Blanka reeling back and giving a big giant roar. Lot of movement in this figure. I was surprised at how much movement that this figure actually has, especially in the back and in the head, all through that waist. Just amazing. Like, look how far this thing can lean back. Could just about see his own ass. But yeah, just tremendous movement on this, and nothing is hindered. There's no hinder as far as the hair is concerned. There's no hindrance as far as the way that the back moves back. It's just amazing and how far it actually crunches forward as well. Trying to hold that waist as steady as possible and just crunching it. That is just the top half crunching. Look at that. Something Hasbro doesn't do with their Marvel Legends figures for the most part. This is absolutely stellar. And here we go with Blanka in another pose, just leaning, just stretching out, showing all the points of articulation with the bends at the elbows, the knees, the wrist, the shoulders, all of it just on display in this little pose.
But I'm sad. Why am I sad? Because my being here has only made things hard on me.
So let's take a look at the hair. What they did was really interesting. They are two separate pieces. So not only do you got this big hollow section in the middle that helps it not be hindered when you move it, but it's also two pieces. So that also helps when you turn it side to side and everything else. It does not get in the way at all. So here goes one of the poses, just like in the games, the two underhanded claws coming up. And once again, Ken is the recipient. Taking a little bit further look in there, you can see the secondary hands and the secondary head that's on there. All the exact same movements as the other ones. Plenty of bend and movement in the wrist and, of course, in that head as well. Another pose with Blanka getting his growl on with that secondary head and hands. Just looking stellar. Let's take a look at some of the details. You see the claws on the feet are even painted really nice. Got the fur on there. Got the little ankle bracelets, which are loose. They're separate pieces in there, and you can turn them around. The same thing with the hands. Once again, the claws are all painted on there. All the fur on the chest. That awesome looking face with the big growl on there. Just amazing detail work that they put into this. And remember, once again, $30 figure. The rubber diaper piece that's on there, while it may seem like it'd be a pain in the ass, does not hinder anything and moves out of the way easily. And here we go, showing off his electricity pieces. Once again, amazingly done. Put a light underneath it, and you can kind of get that shit to light up really nice. This is just amazing. I just love everything that they put into this figure. They really went all out for this figure. Everything that you would hope would be included with this Blanka is there. Spectacular job, Jada. And here we go with Ken. You could stretch that lightning out to make it look like he's encompassing Ken as well. Amazing action poses you can get with this. This is just stellar. Every figure has been a knockout, but this Blanka one is killer. Here we go, showing off another one of his in-game moves. I know I didn't put the arms down, but go ahead. That is that big mule kick that Blanka does in the game, and he can pull this one off pretty easily and well balanced. Another in-game move right there, jumping up on Ken and giving the bite. Yeah, Ken has been the subject of a lot of torture during this video, but he has taken it like a champ. But once again, just showing everything you could do with this figure. Another move right there, we got his wheel kick with the help of the stand. Once again, just the incredible movement that this figure has to be able to pull all these in-game moves off. And here we go on our final wrap-up. Blanka scratching his chin and his head. I guess he's been in the woods too long and he's feeling a bit itchy. But there we go with Blanka. All his accessories. An amazing job overall. This is just tremendous. Everything you could want in this figure. Double-jointed elbows, double-jointed knees, the rockers and the tilts down at the feet, the pivot and the swivel in the hands, the swivel at the freaking bicep, butterfly joints, a double hinge on the neck, multiple heads, hair that doesn't get in the way, electricity, and of course the clawed hands that come with him as well. Everything on this figure is stellar. This one is a complete knockout. Once again, only being $5 more than their standard figures. Absolutely killed it for the collector, and they've made the point of why other companies need to start competing with them. The Guinea Pig Collective can safely say that this figure is an easy 10 out of 10, and we highly suggest if you're a Street Fighter fan to go out and get this one.
You will